Okay, we're live. It was that time of the month when everything decided to break. I was like, really? Right before stream? Come on. But hello everybody. Hello, we're live now. It's official. I'm here. How is everybody? Oh, hello, Miromi and Empress. Welcome. Glad to have you all here. Welcome, welcome to another lovely, lovely day. She gonna be looking the wrong way again this time? Okay, let's see here. That means it's because I'm sitting, isn't it? Yeah. So she needs to swap. I always forget that. My couch is at a different angle. So I always have to swap her. If I'm doing couch or not couch. Maybe I should duplicate that. Hold on a second. I have an idea here. Copy, paste. Yeah. Bear with me, everyone. Apologies. And there's two of me. Ha! What are you gonna do? Cough stream. Yes. Couch stream, exactly. Yes, I'm doing couch. I'm duplicating. Ah! All good. I am multiplying. Hold on. I always forget that I have to flip her, so I'm just gonna go ahead while I'm thinking about it and do. Oh, now I'm over here. Let's see. We want couch. Oh. Stand. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm slightly off screen though. I think I need to fix that. So let me rename. This one's couch. Whoops. Where'd it go? Oh, I removed it. Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I love you all. Thank you for the pets. I would have done this earlier, but alas, today was the day that everything decided to break. You know. You know! One of those. And you're like, right before stream? Really? Do we have to do this now? Okay. So, this one. This one needs to be over here. Okay. Yes. Correct. If I look right, yeah, because it's flipped. Uh-huh, I see what the problem is. So this is good. We're gonna rename this. Just gonna say, when you make a program, why would you put remove right next to rename? Just saying. Just saying. Stand and couch. There. Now I have two different Krakens now, and now I can properly flip her. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Miromi. Appreciate it. See, you guys are just here early. You're here for the, Here we go. That's the correct direction I should be looking. You guys are just here for the, for the whatever. For the early stuff. Yeah. So this is couch. Okay, I see. My names are wrong. I need to be over there. Yep, and I'm also too far away. Too far away from me. Yep. I'm gonna sing now. There we go, that looks better. Let's save that whoop-de-doo real quick. I love all of you. Thank you for being patient. So we want repose flipped. Is this technically flipped or is this no flipped? I don't know. About to find out. Couch. It is now properly couch. Okay. We're good. I am now looking the proper direction. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being patient. Now we can get. Now we can start. Hello. Officially. Gosh. Why do you put up with me? Ooh, islands. I was just thinking about farming one for the dragon mounts. Yeah! What I'm excited for is druids. The druids are finally back. They were here like a couple weeks ago, but they refused to spawn on the Verdant Wilds, so that's the thing. Real frustrating thing, let me tell you. You get some of that behind the scenes footage, exactly. Let me finish my flower picking here. I'm trying to collect enough seeds so I can buy stuff. Alright. We can leave now. We can go to islands now. Oof. Okay. I already have my iced coffee as well. Alright. Here we go. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Glad to have you all here. Hope you're all doing absolutely wonderful. Happy Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you live. And, yeah. I got all my drinks here. I'm set up on the couch. I fixed everything again. Because today was everything is breaking day. You would think that it wouldn't be that hard, because you would just set it all up and then it's done, right? No. Technology likes to break, even though it's just sitting its butt there doing nothing. Had to clear my cache to get stream and YouTube to work, so now I can hear you. Dang! Man, talk about computer problems. Sliver has been having some serious computer problems. Alright, what do we got today? We have Skittering Hollow Salvage, Haven's Wood, and Crestfall. What do I need? Let me find it. What mount am I riding, Kraken? That is a... what is this? This thing's called the Frostbrood Proto-Worm. That's what this is. Can't get it anymore. It was the Wrath pre-patch, Classic Wrath launch event promo thing. That was all the way back in last November. Alright, let's see. I need my lists. And here's my islands list. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, is that it? Yep, here we go. I need Snow Blossom and Yorindal. So, none of those. That's okay. Oh, I should grab our third. Let me grab my little loser. Oh, I'm so excited. Speaking of Eridar and Minari, more correctly Minari, because Draenei Eridar too, they just changed their name. Because it means exile. Alright, but speaking of, like, Minari and stuff, I am super excited because I'm really hoping it applies to Death Knights too. Because they really like to not have skins and stuff like that applied to Death Knights or Demon Hunters or, you know, all the cool stuff. Alright, let me get my third on here. Super excited for the red skin though. I've looked at all the customization and they look pretty great, but they don't have any, like fell crackle options. And I'm a little disappointed because I'm like, this is cool. That's not what I think of when I think Eridar. You know, Minari. Not just red. I want, like, the fell crackle and stuff. Oh well. Really wish DKs weren't locked to frosty blue eyes. Agreed. At least give us red, green, and blue. At least. Which are like kind of the 3 DK colors, you know? Right there with you. Okay, let me grab my little boyo. Okay, we are ready now. Excellent. me put my proper ring on so I'm actually doing damage. There we go. Alright. Islands time. It's official. We're starting. As advertised. Oh, the only way I know of a non-frosty blue is to get the Night Elf Warrior Eyes on a Night Elf DK. Were they included? I know Demon Hunters weren't. What am I working on today? I'm working on islands. We're gonna grind some islands out and hopefully get some quests out of it, because the druids are supposed to be back in the Verdant Wilds. Well, I've heard that before. They don't like spawning for me. So we're gonna grind some islands out. That's what we're doing. Pretty straightforward. Alright. There we go. Excellent. Yes, y'all chillax, kick back, grab a snack. If we get bored of islands, we might do something else, but for now, that's what's on the roster. It's the Whispering Reef. So, yeah. Yeah! That's what we're gonna do. That's what we are gonna do. You need to stop. There we go. Sometimes she doesn't like blinking. It's kind of funny. She doesn't want to blink. Why do you not want to blink? She doesn't like it when I'm on the couch. I don't know if it's just like the angle or what. Maybe if I do this. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. Technical difficulties with Kraken Day, apparently. We all have those, I guess. It's also hot out, so there's that too. So every time I go out my room, I'm just like, ugh. And I only keep it 77 in here. Not as cold as I'd like, but it can't seem to get much colder because of the way my house is designed. Sorry, Hordes. I'm taking you out. There we go. Got the gobos. There we are. Excellent. But yeah. We're gonna just chillax and do some islands for a while. Alright. Mord shell. We have the Makrura. Oh, don't mean tentacle difficulties? Yes. Exactly. Tentacle difficulties. That's amazing. Let's take a drink here. No, that was a good one. That is very true. I do appreciate that. Here we go. Nice. Don't mind me getting stuck on things. Here we go. Nice. The horde came back. Thank you so much, Kira Sayaka. I want to say Sayaka. That is not your name. I'm so sorry. Kira Sequoia, thank you so much for the resub. Super appreciate your support. Because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much. And hello to you as well. Hello. Kalukale. There we go. Silly horde. Azurites for me. Yeah. Silver, guess what I got? I didn't even see any of the tusks. I got the fur coat cloak, the one that you got. We farmed for so long last week. Just to get it in the first frickin'... RNG, man. RNG. We farmed for hours. It was either last week or the week prior. Hours. Because they were there. The ice tusks were there, and Silver had gotten the quest last week. But I need all the quests. That's what this is here. Tell me a tale for the achievement. Ooh, and there were in the wilds too. I just got the ice tusk fur cloak. I can turn that in now. Broken compass comes from pirates. Druidic furs from the druids. And Vora Sarak is Skittering Hollow, but we don't have that. It was also the first island we went to as well. Really? Was it first island for you too? Huh. Maybe that's a cue. Well, still. Okay. So let's keep an eye out for druids. I don't think I really killed any ice tusk either, so... Definitely is not dependent on what you kill anymore, just like they said. I didn't really believe them, but you know. Yeah, you didn't either. Oh well. Well, if we're lucky, because you already have the druidic fur, so you're good. I mean, geez, if we get the druidic fur for me, we can be done with islands for the week. We don't even need to do anything. Unless there's something from the boxes you want to farm, Silver. I don't know if you looked or not. I just noticed you got your bubble chat fixed. Sweet, I did. I fixed it yesterday, so it was working yesterday, and then it broke again this morning. So I had to fix it again. My word, I don't understand why it keeps breaking. It's driving me nazy. That's nuts and crazy at the same time. It's driving me crazy. Tired of fixing it. But I like my chat, darn it. I worked hard on making it. Coding is not my natural skill set. Oh well. Apologies, scraped the mic there with my hand. Alright. We'll see if the druids are even actually here this week, Silver. They sure weren't when they said they were last week or the week prior, whenever it was. Mogu. There we go. But yes, this chat module is very fickle. I don't understand why. But it's here for now, at least. And it's like, I don't understand how it breaks. It doesn't do anything besides do the chat thing. And then when I'm done with the stream, I turn it off and it just hangs out, you know? I don't know. Alright, let's see. That's a Mogu. Mowgli Woglies. Playable Mogu, please. I want to play Mogu. I know everyone's all on about Jinyu and Hosen from Mop. I want Mogu. That's what I would be into. And we have allies now. As of BFA, we have Mogu allies. So it's perfectly lore-ceptible if people want that. But I'm very much the person, like, I don't care if it doesn't make lore sense. I just want to play one. Let me be the bad guy. We don't have to be allies. Oh well. Want playable Mogu and Vrykul, big characters. Agreed, agreed. Thank you so much for the follow, Dragoris. Welcome, glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm the same, but my kid loves Hosen for cheeky little Hosens, as he calls them. Oh, I definitely play a Hosen too. They're pretty cute. So, not that I wouldn't. It's just, you know, I really want Mogu. It's so dark and cloudy here. Please give Druidic Fur. Please give Druidic Fur. Pretty please, please. I would be very happy. No? No. No Druidic Fur. Boo! Boo. Alright, let me take a drink here. Silver, take a second and go see if you need any of those chests this week. You know, because if I get the Druidic Fur, then we don't need to keep farming this week. Thank you so much for the follow, BJ Bjorvind. Bjorgvins. Probably saying that completely wrong. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your stay. What was / is your favorite expansion? Legion. Legion is my number one. There you go. Your pity-ite. That mean you don't need anything from this week? There we go. Because if you do need it, we can keep farming. There we go. I do, but I'm not overly worried. I mean, I don't mind. That's what we're here for. Not just a one-way street, you know? Looks like I am less based. I love Mop. All good. You definitely wouldn't like my tier list, because Mop's at the bottom. Oh well. Mop, Wrath, and BC are my least favorite 3. So, Cat is kind of mid. Shadowlands is pretty mid. And then we've got, let's see, WoD would be mid. And then like BFA and Legion would be more toward the top. It's a pretty even distribution of top, mid, low, I think. Dragonflight's somewhere in the mid right now. I don't really care for the story or a lot of the open world events. Personally, I don't like the timers. However, it is chock full of quality of life stuff. So it's like, well, it's bringing a lot to the game. Kind of like WoD. WoD was a lot like that too. It did bring a lot of background, like system design stuff that I think would have gotten more love and attention from the fans if they actually like announced what they were doing more. Thank you so much for the follow, Kaya Chalked. Welcome, glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Legion, Mop, and Vanilla are all my jams. Nice. Very nice, very nice. That's kind of the best part at this point. We've got so many different expansions plus base vanilla out at this point. There's a little something for everything. For everyone, rather. So that's pretty great. There we go. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. Ooh, dragons. Hello. I know, I said the same thing. I was like, whoa, dragons. Thank you so much for the follow, Rensharo. Welcome. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. We got dragons. We got dragons. Cool. Dragons. But other black dragons don't exist. People. The funny thing is me saying that out of spite. That person's not even around anymore. But you know, whatever. Alright. Yeah, all things considered, it's pretty neat time to be into WoW. It really is. We have, like, a lot of variety to the game. Like, we have so much backlog of WoW that if you don't enjoy the current content, you can just go play all the old stuff. And the best part about doing that is all the patches are out, all the, you know, all the hot fixes and things, like for the most part. Referring to the stuff of its current duration. It's all out, it's all active, like catch-up systems are in, So when you go play Legacy stuff, like besides any other bugs and errors that might be new, it's a full expansion, and you can just go play it, which is pretty great. And it's easier, so there's that too. Love your clean UI setup. Well, thank you, much appreciated. If you, speaking of that, is something I need to do at some point. If you want to check out what I'm using, I do have a playlist on it, on what I'm using and all that, and what it is. And you can get my profiles and stuff, and the links and that in those videos, if you're interested. Those videos are pretty old. They're like from BFA, but I literally don't ever change my UI because I like it as is, and I've been using this one since late VoD. So, yeah. Late VoD, early Legion. So I need to update those videos at some point just to improve the video and audio quality, because I was still a pretty new YouTuber at that point. Okay, back in we go. Please. Alright. Really like your map setup in particular. Well, thank you. That is sexy map. This one here. That one's pretty easy to do, too. I just use all the preloaded options from sexy map and then, like, change the color and, like, I delete a couple layers and then it's good. It's pretty great. Just found your channel a few days ago. Love your leveling guide for 60 to 70. Great for me because I have 24 alts to level. Nice! Well, welcome, Kogan. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Glad you like the leveling guide. That's pretty much one of the favorite things people like from me. One of the things people favorite from me. Words. Words are hard. But people's favorite thing from me. There we go. It's pretty much people's favorite thing from me. I swear I'm smart. I promise. Maybe not as smart as I'd like, but you know. Alright. Here we go. Boop. But yeah, hope you enjoy the leveling guide. It's not my favorite leveling guide, I'll say, because I'm not super into Dragonflight leveling that much. I've got some complaints. But as far as guides go, it gets the job done, you know? It gets her done. So, it'll work. Words are words, but sometimes they are not. Exactly. Words are words until they aren't. So true. I think we're all alcoholics here. Leveling guides brought me here too. Oh really? That's awesome. Yay. Fellow alt friends. Hello, people. Surprised you get any matches for BFA content. Wasn't it so hated? Probably, but I liked BFA. BFA was probably my second or third favorite expansion, so you know. But I tend to have very, I don't know, minority opinions, I guess. Tend to not agree with a lot of people. So, you know. Take it for what you will. Hello, Malthisis. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. Welcome to some islands. We are doing islands! Ah, these guys still bugged. They are. They are. There we go. Alright. BFA was literally the first expansion that I played, like, reading a book. Awesome. BFA was my favorite expansion. It was a good one. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. Has some of my favorite systems in it. Like, the story is a little all over the place, but if you just... even if you're not into the A plot, I love everything else about it. I found BFA was hated until we had Shadowlands to compare it to. Yeah, that's just something I've learned about the WoW community. Like, with the exception of Dragonflight, the current expansion is always the worst expansion ever until it's not current anymore, and then suddenly it's the best. Like, people are saying Mop and WoD is the best now. When I played during those live, everyone said those were the worst. Everyone hated Mop when it came out. And now it's the best expansion. I'm like, guys, whatever. That's why I don't really care about what people do and don't like. I make up my own mind. If I liked it, then that's what matters to me. You know? And if you liked it, same thing. As long as you had fun and you enjoyed playing it, that's what matters. Come here, you. How many ults do you have, and what was your favorite class to level? I like to level, let's see. Leveling is definitely different than max content, so... Oh, thank you so much, Dumbbomb, for the sub. Super appreciate your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. I'm being haunted by tentacles. So thank you so much. But I have, was it 295 alts? I have one of every race class combo, including some bodies for future combos that are not yet available. But it's mainly because I do leveling guides. I have to do a lot of tests, a lot of leveling. So, I have to have a lot of alts for it. And then my favorite classes to level would be Hunter, Shaman, Warrior, and Monk. Max level, though, it's Hunter, Monk. Not this expansion, though. I don't like Monk this expansion. But Mage. Mage will always be up there for me. I don't like leveling it, but it's fun to play. I loved your alt army, guys. During the D4 bonus experience, XP, I leveled 34 new tunes. Nice, congrats! Well, thank you. And congrats, Sharino. Glad to hear you got some stuff done. That's epic. I loved DFA's Alliance, but I could never get into it as Horde storyline. I liked both. I liked the Horde zones a little bit more, but I did like the Alliance story better. So, like, you know, kind of the twofer there. You loved Mop? Nice. Well, that's the best part. I couldn't stand it, but that doesn't matter, because as long as you love it, that's what matters. Here we go. I was a minority in Cataclysm. Everyone complained about Bashir, but I love the new concept, etc. I also loved Mop back then, too. Then Boo ads. All good. All good, Kabwa. All good. All good. But no, yeah, I love Bashir, too. It's probably one of my favorite zones in game, to be honest. There we go. Mr. Bandari is hands down my favorite expansion, and I loved it at the time it was released too. Nice. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that, which is definitely impressive, because it was very hated when it was current. But I think that's just kind of how everything is with these days. Yeah, people like to hate things. I don't get it. I love last year simply because I got stuck on the sub and drowned when Kata first came out. Well, that's just because you're afraid of water. There we go. If I wasn't so busy with grinding my IRL career, I would also play WoW again. I still have to play the Legion class halls for every class and all that jazz. Ooh, you definitely need to do all the Legion class halls. That is top recommended from me. The Legion class halls are some of my favorite quest lines in game. There's still a little bit of time gating in them, but you know, that's typical WoW stuff. MMO stuff in general, to be honest. No, I'm afraid of what's in the deep dark water, thank you. Sure, but it's a game. Games aren't scary. But then again, I guess I'm just really hard to scare. Too confident, I suppose. I missed so much of what you had been saying about Mop and such. Oh, it's okay. You wouldn't have liked it anyway. I didn't like Mop, so don't worry, Rensharo. Mop was my least favorite expansion. Oh, Bashir is unfairly judged. Fun zone concept. I was bummed that they cropped out that design for Nazjatar. Same, Warp Pipe, same. I was really excited for Nazjatar, but having it just kind of be this dry land hole is not... No. It just removes the underwater fantasy, you know? Oh well. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I love your little model with the mug. Also, what class is that? The animations look very nice. Thank you. I appreciate. I can even take a sip. And this is Paladin. I am playing Rep Paladin. There we go. Apparently my shirt's gone. Where's my shirt? What? Why am I shirtless? Oh, it's okay. It's a good look, I guess. That's fine. I'm just here in Yorindal, and apparently Raul felt like getting shirtless. They have a debuff on me? What happened? That's fine. I'm shredded. I'll take it. Vashir is great visually in concept, but the combat is clunky at times because it's hard to tell sometimes that the enemy is above you or too close. I guess it can be. I don't really have that problem, but that definitely can be a factor for some folks with depth perception issues, so I get it. Hey Crack, is that a Conan T-Mog or something? Technically, no, it's a Vrykul. I don't know why he's shirtless. I think I have a armor debuff on me or something. Yeah, there he goes. He's back to normal. It's just my usual Mog. I pretty much never change my Mog. When I get a character into a set that I like, it stays. There we go. Oh, there we go. In we go. Excellent. How holy? I don't know. I mean, it's very holy because Rhett, I guess. So powerful you flex your shirt off. Apparently, yeah. I don't know what that was about. It must have been the debuff I had on me. It's weird. Did the shirt break? Apparently. It was funny. Some of those island folks like to take your clothes. Pretty rude, to be honest. Well, and it's just kind of ironic that it was on the Vrykul Island, because this character, RP-wise, he was raised by Vrykul. He was abandoned by his mother on the shores of Dragonblight as an infant. And the old spirit speaker that found him decided to raise him. Luckily, she had some sway with her clan, because the rest of her clan, as you can imagine, was not thrilled with the idea. But anyway, that's kind of his little backstory. He's raised Vrykul. That's why he's all Vrykul mogged and stuff. So, yeah. Which is why I thought it was funny, because I was like, okay, so it's the Vrykul Island, and suddenly I'm shirtless. You know what? Beer, real quick. Alright, all good, no worries. There we go. Trying to make a new Netherwing theme set to match the dragon riding mount. Nice, nice. Well, good luck. Do they do their laundry regularly? At least in terms of my characters they do, but you know. That's cool. Well, thank you. Do you have any unobtainable amount smogs that you're proud to own? I mean, technically yes. I have a lot of stuff, but I wouldn't say I'm proud. I would say I'm more disappointed in Blizzard for removing it in the first place, because I would like all people to get it. Like the, what do you call them? Take a sip while I think here. What's it called? Mage Tower. I have the original Mage Tower artifact appearances, all 36 of them. That was very hard to get back in the day. I'm really annoyed that they removed it, because that's lame. But yeah, I technically have a lot. I have like all the AOTC mounts as well, since those came out. I don't like that those get removed either. Well, that's just kind of a me thing, I suppose. I don't like FOMO even if I have it. I find it distasteful. Longest leveling zone for me was Vol'dun. That zone would just not end to feel like good storylines, but OMG, that took me longer than Nazmir and Zuldazar. All my ults did not complete all the quests there. Totally understandable. That's definitely a long zone. Fadrell, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. There you are. I was raised by the Vrykul, molded by them. I didn't even see a shirt until I was already a man. I need this to be canon. Well, that's the best part too, is He definitely would have worn clothes because he was in Northrend specifically, and his clan, the Rowdy Ulfar, they lived up in Storm Peaks, so definitely had a shirt. But he also definitely didn't wear a shirt a lot too, because manliness or something. You know, probably cool. Hello, I need 5 mounts to get to 400, but there are so many other things I need to do. I feel that. I feel that. Well, look at it this way. I mean, unless you're a raider, you're really in no hurry, you know? As much as I gripe about FOMO stuff in this game, there's fortunately a very small amount of FOMO. Very small amount. Very small percentage. So, I'd say you got time. Nah, he didn't need no shirt. He was insulated by chest hair. Ew. That's hilarious, though. That's funny. BFA was also the expansion that made me a troll main. I was someone that almost never played Horde. Really? Well, nice. The trolls are definitely fun. I do really enjoy me some trolls, man. Get the thing. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Here we go. I'm really hoping, I don't know if they ever will, but I'm also really hoping that at some point we can do the BFA zones as the opposite faction. Like, Zuldazar actually has some really good leveling results. If you just cut out a couple of the bad quest lines, like with Zul. But it's Horde only, so that doesn't help me. Kind of annoying. And it seems a little rude to just put out a one faction of a leveling guide, you know? Oh well. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I played a male troll piece before I played a male elf priest, because it annoyed our main tank in the guild. I don't know why he hated male blood elf priests. I knew someone like that. Someone, ironically, specifically hated male blood elf warriors. And they said it was against lore that they were warriors. And I was like, I don't think that's true. I don't think that guy knew his lore. Like, and anyone can be a warrior. You just pick up a sword and swing. Warrior. Ta-da. I don't know. It was very strange. So every time I was on it, he would, like, scree at me the whole time. As you can imagine, I quickly unfriended that guy. Many people on YouTube split their guides like Horde route and Alliance route. They do indeed, and I am one of them as well, because unfortunately, a large part of the game is still very Horde or Alliance specific. I have done, in case you're curious, you can check out my spreadsheets. It's older data now, so not all of it's 100% accurate. But on the spreadsheets there, I have the Chromie time data. It's from multiple expansions now. I've done every zone in the game multiple times for multiple different level brackets. And unfortunately, many of the zones get different results between the two factions. So that's why you have to. It's very, very, very difficult to make a good single faction guide from 10 to 60. Trust me, I have tried. I pulled my hair out and said no more. So, yeah. They could roll it into Chromie time and just give you a buff that disguises you as the opposite faction. Canonically, you're there to ensure timeline stability by making sure the Horde Alliance story plays out. Exactly, see? Thank you, Kogan! We could easily come up with a reason. Easy. Just like that. Bam. I would absolutely accept that. Clan that is based in Storm Peaks but picked up human abandoned Dragonblight. You know that regular mob has patrol radius and 100-yard max? Your character was raised by a rare mob? What? No? Very cool hunt. They probably, story-wise, they were hunting the mammoths down in Dragonblight. They don't stay in one zone. They travel around. Their village is just in Storm Peaks. Not far from Brunhilde. What about the Silvermoon Guards? Are they not warriors? I remember Warcraft 3 were anti-magic warriors, basically. Exactly, right? See? That's why I was so confused. I was like, I don't think this guy's ever played before. There we go. Excellent. For the Horde or for the Alliance? You're referring to like leveling? There, I gotta wait for Silver. She had to AFK for a minute, so hopefully she gets back soon. If she doesn't get back in the next like 5-ish minutes, we'll just do another one without her. But yeah. So. Do you find any significant gaps between classes for leveling speeds? I do not really, no. I honestly don't. Like, Rogue and Druid are a little slower for me, just because I don't enjoy leveling those, but speed-wise, no. I mean, maybe 10 minutes at the most difference between 10 and 60. So, I really don't. But I play everything too. I mean, your skill with a class is gonna depend. You know, it's gonna affect that heavily. So, my headcanon for why there were no Blood Elf warriors in BC Wrath is that Kael took most of them with him to Outland, and those who remained were too busy protecting Silvermoon. Yeah, that'd make sense to me. That makes sense to me. There's probably why a warrior was added so early on in the expansions to Blood Elves and such, because, I mean, of all the classes that everything can't be, you're back? Okay, perfect. Excellent. Warriors seems like a silly one, because it's not saying warriors don't have any skill, but you don't have to have any, like, special magic knowledge, you know, to be a warrior. Technically. So, yeah, I think warrior would be a lot easier for the general people to learn. Hydrate. It's good for you. Hydrating is good for you. Warrior goes zug zug and you're okay. Exactly, pretty much. You just pick up an axe or a sword and start smashing. I mean, of course, you know, there's more skilled warriors out there, duh, but you know what I mean. Which faction do you like more, Horde or Alliance, your go-to faction? Well, technically, I guess it would be Alliance, just because my main is human. But honestly, I play both pretty evenly. My class mains, my 13 class mains, they're pretty evenly split. About half of them are Alliance, and about half of them are Horde. Like, if I had to pick one, it would be Alliance. But honestly, I would prefer if we could just pick our faction, period, and we weren't race-locked to it. Because I believe in individuality, but you know, whatever. Here we go. Excellent. We're on the Verdant Wilds again. Hopefully I get the Druid fur. Here we go. I would love it if all races were neutral, like the Pandaren and the Drakthir. And then you could just pick your faction based on lore, fantasy, political beliefs, you know, fantasy politics, that is, etc. Aesthetic, because they both have very different aesthetic. All neutral world be amazing, right? I know a lot of people get upset when I say that, but I'm like, seriously though. We don't do that in real life, or at least if you do, it's racism. Telling people that they can't choose their political beliefs and aesthetic because they're a certain race. I mean, come on. You know. Woo, even split, best way to go. That's why I have one of each class on both factions. Yes, I definitely have that too. I have technically one of each race class combo, so I guess I'm probably exactly even if that's the case. It'd be cool to be a horde human. I guess the closest is Drakthir females at the moment. True, that is true. That's a good point. Ah, speaking of Drakthir, please, Blizzard, give us more classes for the Drakthir. I know we'll get them eventually, but I'm dying. I want to play more Drakthir, but I don't want a bazillion evokers. You know? More Drakthir, please. Someday. Someday. Please. I think it's more realistic that base factions are human, dwarf, any, and orc, troll, tyrant, undead, and other post-class races are free to choose. I suppose, but that's still very, like, limiting, especially on human, dwarves, gnomes, night elves. Because not everyone thinks the same. I definitely don't think the same as you guys. So, you know, I like to think my characters are individuals. That's how I treat them. So, you know. I have our Warcraft RP book somewhere that I believe allows all races to be whichever faction. Yep, which is probably why they don't consider the Warcraft roleplay lore as canon. Which is a shame. There's a lot of cool stuff out of it, like prismatic dragons, and I don't remember what the other one is. Another type of dragon. Quest? No quest. Boo! Unfortunate. That's okay. I thought the Drakthir visage forms were supposed to represent half-elves. Well, I think they're kind of their own thing, to be honest. Forest dragons. That's the other one. Thank you. Can't remember what it was. Forest dragons are super cool. There's a lot of cool Warcraft RPG lore that unfortunately is not canon. Maybe one day. If each race could choose their starter zone, you could definitely have people choose their faction through choosing different starter zones and allow for more RP. Agreed, exactly. That would be really cool. Maybe one day. What if I want to be a Zugzug human? Right? What if my human was raised by orcs? What then? Because when he grows up, he can't be with his family. That's so sad! Who would do that? Wow, apparently. What do you do? Woof, spicy ginger. I had to mute myself to chew up the ginger in my drink, and oh, that is spicy ginger. Woof. Anyway. Imagine being a Draenei draining the Horde would be kind of awkward with the whole glory, path of glory deal. Sure, I guess it would be awkward, but that's only awkward if you can't move on from the past, I suppose. I would absolutely play a Horde Draenei. Decked in fur and leather and my big ol' axes. Dude. For the Horde at that point. That'd be great. Do you play Diablo 4? I have it. I plan to go through the campaign at some point, but I only have it for the story. I love Diablo lore, and I am bummed that we haven't seen any Imperius action yet, but he's my favorite. But I have not played it yet. I'm not super into the playstyle. I'm only gonna play the campaign once and then call it good. As some class mains, I don't really want to be the class mains anymore, so I'm torn. I could race change them, I suppose, but not sure I want to. Totally understandable. Well, with the idea that, and we're definitely moving this direction, all classes for all races eventually. Not sure what Drakthir and Evoker are going to do, so excluding that one. We're gonna, you know, you'll have some options. So maybe pick what you would want now, and then if it's not available, wait. Nice thing too now for race changes is when they go on sale, you can buy them and stock them up for later because they added race changes, regular race changes, and faction changes to like the little token system that like boosts. So if you buy them, it just goes into a little token up at the top of your character select screen, and You can just use it whenever, so that's pretty great. So, I like to buy them when they're on sale in case I need them. Oh yeah, but if our villages were ruined by humans and your people enslaved them, you wouldn't be found of the Alliance. Same goes for dwarves and night elves. Humans are go by default. I suppose everyone views that very differently, because I don't view people as an entire people, if that makes sense. Everyone's an individual and they make up their own mind. And for all I know, people that enslaved are not the same people living in the cities who didn't agree and maybe even rioted against that. You know? We have that going on a lot in our own real life. So, I definitely still don't agree with you there, Dragon Lair. I do not like putting everyone in the same way of thinking, because that's disrespectful to me. She's my first and oldest character, done so much on her. Well, nice! That's cool. Technically this one, he's not my first, but he's definitely my oldest, this character here. I made him back in 2013 in MOP. That's when I actually stayed in the game, so he didn't get deleted, he survived. Let's see. If your human was raised by orcs, does that mean they'll be the next war chief? I mean, probably not. I don't think I'd want to be the next war chief. Have you seen the drop rate? The death rate, rather, for them? I'll pass. Still no quest? Oh, I guess this is Whispering Reef. That's okay. Orcs wouldn't have raised human. They have contacts with the Alliance. They would have gotten him home or killed, depends. Sure, but again, you're just assuming all orcs think the same. So, I definitely disagree with you there. In fact, I know many of our peers that their orcs are friendly to humans. So, there we go. I always thought the Moon Ghost should have been Horde. That'd definitely be interesting, because they have a very different aesthetic. That's definitely an interesting thought. That's in the free democratic world. Azeroth ain't that place, never will be. I mean, you say never will be, but that... Sorry to disappoint you, but cross-faction is here, and all classes for all races is very much on the horizon, so... And we're getting Minari, playable Minari, in the next patch, so, sorry, Dragon Lair, but, I think that's happening anyways. And, speaking of, the Horde doesn't have war chiefs anymore, which is kind of nice, actually. They have, a council, which is pretty cool. Agildy and I have a friendly banter going on about the choice you could make back in BFA, loyal to Sylvanas or not. I fully went with Sarfang, he went with Sylvanas, the traitor. Oh. See, that's why it's fun. I would love for them to have more of that. Like, nothing really came of it, but I would love to see more of that, honestly, in WoW. More RPG, please. I'm sure there's a softy orc out there that sees baby human and thinks, oh, cute, instead of, oh, kill. Exactly! Yeah, just like normal people. Orcs are people, too. Azeroth seems to be headed to a more democratic world. It does indeed. Minari, yes! The Minari... Wait, playable Minari? What is that? What have I missed? Playable Minari, yes. In 10.17, we are getting the red skin option. And apparently there's supposed to be some lore and stuff behind it, and we're also, you know, seeing that in the future. So, playable Minari. Which is going to be great. Really excited for that. So, that's coming. Really excited. Which is great timing, too, because we just got Draenei Warlocks. So, I'll finally be able to have my playable Minari in our character. Ah! Very excited. Oh, that's what the Red Draenei are called? Awesome. Yes, Minari, the Eridar that went for the Legion. Thank you, Lady Daisy. Exactly. Because Draenei and Minari are both Eridar, because that's their species. But the Minari are the ones that went for the Legion, and the Draenei are the ones that exiled themselves to Draenor and beyond. So, there you go. Very excited. I think they're really cool. Very excited. I haven't seen any fell, like, crackly options on them, though. They're getting new hair colors, new skin colors, and all that to match and go with the Minari stuff, but for some reason, I haven't seen any, like, maybe it's just not done yet. I'm really hoping they add it. But I want the fell crackly stuff like we see back in Legion. Or even in BC. They have it in BC too. It looks so cool. Fell, please. I want to embrace the fell. Give. It's so awesome. Oh, we'll go this way. Excellent. Excellente. Very excited. The fact that Blizzard are changing base lore doesn't make me wrong, no offense. I mean, you can write down any headcanon you want, but you still need to consider world rules, otherwise it's just self-contradicting. Again, not trying to ridicule you or something, just making my point. I definitely don't agree with you, because they're not changing the lore on that. You gotta realize that, what's it, like 50 plus years in-game have passed since Warcraft 3? Maybe even more, actually, because there was a decade or something between Shadowlands and Dragonflight. People are gonna change. Every generation is different, and just because the old fogies from 50 years ago thought one way doesn't mean people of today will think the same, you know? So I definitely still don't agree with you. Sorry. They should have named themselves Drayet. Oh, because they yeeted themselves? Yes. There's a reason Sargeras wanted the Eldar to join the Legion. He needed smart people to lead the demons. Very true. He did indeed, and they are highly intelligent, which is what I really love about them. Which is pretty great. There we go. Excellent. Still no druid for a quest. This quest, if it's the last thing I get, I swear, I'm gonna like throw things. Oh, okay, here we go. In we go. Alright. Okay. We got Whispering Reef. This isn't gonna give me the druid fur, but that's okay. I really wish you could just kind of choose what island to farm over and over instead of it being random. Luckily there's only 3, but still. Kinda lame. At least these are quick and easy. Especially now. Now is a fantabulous time to farm these, in case you're wondering. Just 3 years have passed since BFA with the time skip, maybe 4. Since BFA? No, definitely not. They even said it in-game. If you do the intro, during Shadowlands was about 7 to 8 years, and after Shadowlands was even longer. There's been an actual time skip. It's confirmed in-game canon. So definitely go check that out if you haven't, with the Dragonflight little intro quest line. They talk about it there. So there's been way longer since BFA. There we go. Nice. But yeah, it's one of the Drakthir NPCs? Or maybe it was Matthias. Somebody did. Which WoW expansion did you like the least? That would be Mop for me. That would be Mop for me. Although it's kind of a close tie with BC, to be honest. Very close. One of those two. There we go. Excellent. Nice. We're getting all of these frost trolls, but I already got the frost fur cloak. Oh well. It's been 5 years since we went into the Shadowlands, 3 years since they came back, so 2 years in the Shadowlands. 3 years. It was definitely longer than that because they had said there was like 7 or 8 years after Shadowlands ended, after we came back. Because there was like the wedding with Lorthamar and Thalrisra. There was the stuff going on with Rathian, Anduin's time, and stuff that he was doing. But it's okay. Anduin has been gone for ages in universe, I think. My guy's about to come back with a full beard. He probably will. He's gonna be... I mean, he's already an adult, but, you know, a grown-ass adult by the time he gets back. Which he kind of needs it, honestly. He needs some time off. Lorthamar and Thalissa are not present in SL? Correct. They were not. If you haven't read the story about them, that's the canon story, that is. Definitely go give that a read. It's one of the prequels to Dragonflight. It's very sweet. Their wedding and everything. Loved it. And that's when Rathian and Kaluk become more closer friends. That was really good. I forget what the name of it is called, but yeah. Nope, Shaw specifically states 5 years. Was it 5 years? It was 5 years after then. Because I know during it was different. It was the way he worded it. So I must be thinking 7 including Shadowlands. Oh, I can't take it, that one. There we go. Anyone has been gone, or I read that. I want the old Thousand Needles back. That was a beautiful zone at night. I haven't been to the original Thousand Needles. I mean, I've seen it, but I've not actually, like, quested through it personally. I didn't care for Classic that much, so I didn't stick around long enough. That wedding story fueled many nights of RPing in my head. Wasn't it so sweet? I absolutely loved it. I'm so glad they do stuff like that sometimes. It's so lovely. I'm glad they actually got together too. Normally I don't like or care in-game, oh nice, like romance. I really don't usually like that, but in that instance, they were just perfect for each other. They really were. It's pretty cute. Alright. Here we go. Into the next. The feeling they described that the dragons were feeling, the homesickness, OMG, I'm on my hands and knees in pain, my poor guys. Right? I know. It was so well written. But Christy Golden always does a good job. She's one of my favorite writers. Hello, TMI. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. Verdant Wilds again? Please give me the druid fur. I would like to do something else. Does that mean we might get Bloodborne elves soon? Bloodborne. That's amazing. That would be awesome. I don't know. I don't know if they'll have children or not. I can see them not having children. Both of them are pretty much workaholics. But who knows? Elves be elves. I don't think they ever get too old to have children because elf. So, my mistake. Shaw only says several years. It was Steve Denuser who said 5 in the forums. Shadowlands began in the year 35 after opening the Dark Portal, and Dragonflight began in the year 40. Opening the Dark Portal? What? Oh, okay, I see what you said. I read that backwards. I was like, what? There was no way between BC and... Or, not BC. Yeah, it'd be BC. BC and now was 5 years. I read that way wrong. I was like, what? Context. Yeah, that's probably the several years I was talking about. Because several can be anywhere from, like, 5 to 9. Depending on that. But, you know, they're never completely specific with the times, I swear. Drives me crazy. The original opening Dark Portal and Warcrafts and Humans. There we go, all the way back. Could you imagine if it was only 5 years between then and now? I don't think we'd have a population left on Azeroth. We got through so many wars. If you really think about like the sheer amount of death that happens in this game, like lore-wise, from like the Dark Portal to now, good heavens. I'm surprised there's even people left on this planet. A very stressful 5 years. No kidding. Man. Well, all that's happened, I'm surprised it's only been 40, to be honest. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, Kogan. I agree. Pirates? Excellent. Hopefully we get the broken compass. I would like pirates. And you know, I still haven't seen any druids. I think I'm being lied to. I think Wowhead is lying to me. Still haven't seen any druids. Speaking of Nightborn, hello! Hello! You've come to die. Kyo Bobio, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your stay. Isn't MOP, WoD, Legions, BFA like 6 lawyers? Something like that. One good measure is Anduin was 14 or 13 in MOP, and then he was either 20 or 21 in BFA. So, what is that? Because that's stated in one of the books, I think. We'll assume 21. We'll give it a little room. Minus 13. So between 6 and 8 years? So yeah, something like that. That's insane. Isn't that just insane? Good grief. Dude. That's just crazy. No wonder tensions are running so high if it only been 5 years. Yeah, no kidding. That's kind of crazy. It really is. It really is. It's just insane. Kalatosh, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. 40 years. No wonder everyone is chock full of PTSD and shell shock most of the time. That does explain all the bad decisions made, right? Tell me about it. Everyone's all ultra charged. Understandable. That's one thing I've talked about with Silver and Canary both when we RP, is like we just agreed like to, in our canon at least, stretch out the time a little bit, because that's just insane. To recover from like, how many wars have we had now? World Wars plus the mini wars? Good grief. Hi Latte, finally able to catch your stream. Hello! Hello Kyo, welcome, glad to have you here. And hello Glacial and King Northman. Welcome both of you. Thank you so much for the follows. Arathine is 14 or something? Something like that. But do remember that he's a dragon too. They age like horses. And then kind of plateau and live for a long time. There we go. Stressful situations stimulate breeding instincts. Lion Pride RP fans have their place for a reason, you know. I suppose that's true, but if that's where all of our stock is coming from, we might be doomed. Anduin was 10 in vanilla, which was year 25 after the Dark Portal, so in Dragonflight he'd be 25 now. That's such a short amount of time. That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous, Blizzard. Sometimes I wonder if they have an actual concept of time. Oh well. Howdy, Glacial. Welcome. Mr. Pandaria, Anduin was 15. Was he? Something like that. Yeah. It's like if we had 4 World War IIs in 40 years. Yeah, exactly! I mean, good heavens. We'd all be dead. Dragons age like horses is a sentence I've never heard before. I'm sorry. I know I probably have some weird analogies sometimes because I grew up around horses. I used to raise them. I don't have any anymore now, but yeah. Because they age pretty quick, because when they're like between like 1 and 7, I mean like they're like the whole life, and then 7 to the rest of however they live. That's just, they plateau. So yeah. In our world at least. Yeah, exactly. 2 world wars and 3 world-ending threats in 10 years. Good grief. It's just insane. It's a wonder everyone's not insane in this game. Like, lore-wise, I mean. It really is. Oh well. Whispering Grief. We've been getting this one a lot. Mop was year 30 according to the most recent BS timeline. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They are wonderful friends from what I've heard. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Speaking from experience there, Dragon Lander. Speaking of an old dragon, Senegos was my favorite character in that new Black and Crest quest line. He was indeed. The Senegos and Azuragos are my 2 favorites, although Shiragosa was pretty great. I liked her. She was sassy. Jaina? Yeah, no kidding. If you are a Shadow Priest, you are insane. Technically, you're true. Technically, that's true. You are correct. They literally use insanity. I love that resource, by the way. I love that they added insanity as a resource. That's just amazing. Go figure. How many use in Azeroth since vanilla to now? Same as Earth years or more? It's less. It's, well, more. Technically more. Because it's between now and beginning. What would they say? It's like between 30 and 40? Like total? Something like that. Which is just insane. He does age quickly and has intelligence comparable to a adult human right out the egg, but he's also still a child and lacked the wisdom and experience to go with it. Well, yeah. I mean, you can't fault him for that. If anyone, we can blame Sibelian for being an idiot because he's a full-grown-ass adult. So, ha. I can point to a few in-game people that have more than a screw loose. Absolutely. They definitely exist. Do I need to guard this one? I don't think so. Hey, I'm talking about horses. Oh, got you. I thought you were talking about the RPers in Goldshire. Or Lion's Pride, whatever in it was that you said. There we go. But yes, horses are absolutely wonderful friends. I miss my horses very much, to be honest. They were sweet. It's like having a sibling that's big and likes to cuddle. They're just really big dogs. They're pretty adorable. 15 years from vanilla to DF. I don't know that it's... Are you sure it's only been 15? I thought it was 35 between vanilla to now. We did spend a couple of those years in past Alta Draenor, so I'm not sure WoD counts. Oop. There we go. I don't know. Moral of the story here is the Azerothian timeline is stupid. Because it's way too short. It's not realistic. Yes, it's fantasy, I get it. But, you know. I mean, Jaina's got gray hair now. I mean, I would too after everything that's going on. But she's literally gray and she's aging. They need to get their timeline together. I really like how there's so many races to choose from, but I really love some more glyphs, class customizations that are cosmetic. Right there with you, Lazy Cloud. Right there with you. I want, like, Blood Mage and Necromancer and, like, all these kinds of things as a skin. Even if they just put, like, Blood Mage skin on Fire Mage, I would be happy. Like, as an option. Nice. No, everyone in Warcraft is totally balanced people. No raging murderers to see. Yeah, these people need to lay off the coffee or something. Go. Come on, Verdant Wilds, please. I would like my quest. Oh. It's coming slowly, but it's coming. Exactly. What breed of horses did you have? I had quarter horses. They were all quarter horses. Little short, squat guys. I mean, horses are still big, but they were all quarter horses. 35 since the first Warcraft game, I believe. I think so. Or 40 now. It's something like that. OMG Blood Mage, yes, absolutely. Warcraft is year 20, Vanilla is 25, DF is year 40, according to the current timeline after so many retcons. Sure, but are we actually considering the retcons? Or, like, because I don't know that they've actually retconned those. That's why I don't really believe a lot of those sites that show the timelines, because every time they have a dev interview, we get different answers. I don't think they even know what time it is. Gina's been through a lot through the past 2 expansions, so the gray here is appropriate. It is. When did Arthas kill his father? That was either Warcraft 2 or 3, so whenever that happened. There we go. Yes, Levy Sand Lane, right? Not realistic, you know, the fact that Cold War could only have been there was not nuclear used. There's hundreds of bloody conflicts all around the world, one worse than the other, all in 45 years, some of them still going on. That is correct, yes. We're talking on a World War scale here, Dragon Lair. World Wars, not Cold War. World War, very different. Has psychiatry been developed in Azeroth yet? I'm trying to remember any characters yet like that. I'm not sure, to be honest. My mom grew up with a Pesofino horse named Coco. Aw, that's cute. Those are adorable. And my favorite horses are probably the, I've never owned one. But what are they? The Frisians? They're all big and pretty and they got the flowy mane and tail. Very lovely. Warcraft 3, yeah. Jaina's hair also turned white from the mana bomb on Theramore. Residual magic stained it. Did it? I didn't realize that's what caused it. I thought she was just angry. He probably will never outright address it either, so for my own sanity, I will just use... I will just HC that it's been a long time because that planet would have exploded by now if we believe what Blizzard has given us. Exactly! I'm right there with you, Nadia, because every time they bring up timelines, it's different. That's why I've honestly given up on trying to figure it out. So, like, whatever. It's confusing. There we go. Dragon time! Yeah! Hello, Warpipe. My favorite horse is Mr. Ed. Aw. Nope, twas the bomb. Huh. Well. Interesting. Was that like in a book or something? I don't remember reading that in game. Priestons are beautiful, and they know an act as is. They really do. They've got an attitude. Which is why I've never owned one, but they're so pretty. Yep, it's BS. It really is. It really is. Like... And it's hard to keep track of, too, because it's like, wait, you're telling me this, and this happened in 5 years? You serious? Are you sure? You sure? Yeah. Yeah, I think I do remember that from the book. It's been a long time since I've read the books, to be honest. I've only read all of them once, except for Rise of the Lich King. I read that one multiple times. So that one is my favorite. Oh well. Well, it's one of the many things where you can definitely say, don't think too hard. When it comes to WoW's timeline, don't think too hard. You'll give yourself an aneurysm trying to figure it out. Because, sheesh. Let's see, I'm all out of that drink. That's okay. It's so pretty here. I wish they would show us on the map, like the world map. So we can't... I can't click on it. I wish they would show us, I wonder if it'll let me down here. Oops. No, it doesn't. I don't see my little arrow. Anyways, I was saying, I wish they would show us where these islands are, like on the world map. Just as a little dot or something. Because these are some really cool islands. You can kind of guess by the topography, but... Like, this is all Rykul looking stuff, so we're probably further north, but I like all the islands that we have. Sino, Arabic Wars, Korean War, Vietnam War, lots of wars. Anyway, sorry for dark topic. I think more people have died in World War I or II by a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but they were still talking World War specifically, so the wars that involved the entire planet, not all the little ones. There we go. You also gotta think, too, we likely have a far larger population than Azeroth does. So there's that to consider. Nazdormu even had a click quote back on Cataclysm about it. Time is a tangled web. Try not to dwell on all the loose ends. Exactly. It really is. I just tuned in and I would like to say that Mog is an oddly peasant. An oddly peasant. Oddly pleasant. Thank you. My Mog, referring to mine? Thank you. It's a Rykul inspired Mog. I really like it. I'm not entirely fond of the weapon. I need to find a different one, but you know. Wow, timeline induced aneurysm. Exactly, right? How did your brain explode? I tried to delve into the WoW timeline. Ah, yes. We get patients of those all the time. Someone's embracing the Minari look early? Me? I mean, I don't know if Rykul would be considered a Minari. There we go. Big Drane with the fell shoulders. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, that's my old character. He's, Jack Rosette. He served in the Legion for a long time. So I actually have 3 that I've RP'd as Minari. Yeah, I have one that was, he's a Lightforged Draenei. He was converted. And then I have Jack Rosette. And then I have the Warlock. Yeah, I have 3. Yep. Oh. Yeah. So yeah. Yep. So I am super excited. I've wanted Minari for a long time. That's why I'm really hoping we get the Fell Crackle look, not just red skin. They look amazing. Whispering Reef again. We need more Verdant Wilds. I want my quest. There we go. Excellent. Oh, same sadly. I'm at the character limit, so someone has to be deleted. Oh no! Oh no, I'm sorry. Blech. Yeah, that's kind of the curse of being someone that likes a lot of different alts, you know? You're gonna hit a limit eventually. I hope we get customizations for the Netherwing Drake soon. I hope so too. I haven't really used it much. I really like it. I don't know. I think the Netherwing just don't really strike it with me. I do like the new Netherwing Drake more than the old Netherwings. I think it's built better, but still. That's why I made 2 accounts. Accounts for one Horde and one for Alliance. Nice! Well, hey, that's one way to do it. I have multiple accounts as well. It's the only way I could have all these characters. And I need to, unfortunately, for work. So, you know. I love the old ones and the new one. Well, hey, that's the best outlook to have right there. Liking both the old and the new. Customizable Cloud Serpents would be cool. That would be awesome. I don't know if we'll ever get an official Cloud Serpent dragon. Well, that we can customize, like the customizable kind. Oh yeah, did y'all see that they added more dragon riding animation, I guess? Mechanics, that'd be the word. To more mounts. Added more dragons. So that's pretty great. More dragons, more birds. They're slowly adding them all, which is pretty cool. Really looking forward to that. And we have the names of the toggle now. Static and dynamic flying. So that's pretty cool. It'll always be dragon riding to me, but it makes sense that they wouldn't keep calling it dragon riding after the expansion's over, since not all the ones using it are going to be dragons. But still. It'll always be dragon riding to me. Harumph. Always a sad day when deleting character. I almost wish they would add character slots, but Blizz probably enjoys extra subs accounts. Probably, yeah. Are you just after doubloons? Nope. I mean, I need the doubloons, but I'm mainly after the quests. I've just got 3 left because I got 1. The one I'm specifically trying to get is the Druidic Fur. Supposedly, Druids are up this week in the Verdant Wilds, though I've yet to see them. But that's what I'm doing, trying to complete the meta, which is a very difficult meta, let me tell you, because, whew, the RNG. I would die for Cloud Serpents. They're my #1 favorite mount style, coolest dragons. They're definitely adorable. Did you get the rare scanner to have the corrupted item look into it? I have Silver Dragon. That's the rare scanner add-on I use. I'm not sure. Corrupted item look to it. Oh! I'm sorry, I missed the how. Yeah, let me show you real quick. I don't know why that didn't make sense to me. Over here in Silver Dragon, it's under... Let's see, where is that? Because there's a way you can change what, icon, scanning. Here it is. Under click target for Silver Dragon, you can change the style. And they've got different options here. So you can pick whatever you want that they have. I picked the Nazoth specifically for obvious reasons. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. You're welcome. Sorry, for some reason that completely went overhead. I was like, what? I just hope not all mounts can do static flying. Mounts like Diecrafter, the Shredder, and the Explorer's biplane wouldn't work with that style of flying. See, I'm the opposite. I don't care if it looks stupid. I want all of them to work with dynamic. Even the machines and stuff. Thank you so much, Nygaard, for the follow. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your stay. Not static, dynamic. Got you. Got you. Still though, I want all of them to have dynamic as well because it's a toggle. Apparently it's going to be a toggle. You can just turn it on or off and it'll change your style of flying, which is pretty cool. I like that. But I want it on all of them because, let me tell you right now, here's why. When dynamic flying is released, I'm never going to do static again. Like, literally. I don't like static flying. I never have. I want the dynamic, or dragon riding. I want to use that. And if I can't use half my mounts because they don't have the option to, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. Unless you want to float somewhere. Exactly, like unless you want to float or just sit there, but I never do. I like landing. There we go. Excellent. I didn't know there was a meta achievement. Is there a reward for it or just the points? There is a reward. It's the... There's a title. Let me find it. Here we go. It's gonna be down under expansion features, islands. Here it is. Expedition Leader. Yeah, you get the Expedition Leader title if you can complete the meta for island expeditions. I'm only missing Tell Me a Tale and Notorious. I'm almost done with Notorious. I'm 28 of 50. And Tell Me a Tale means you need to collect all the quest items, unfortunately. So there you go. Except when you're out of figure and you need to get up to Hyjal. Oh, I suppose, but even then I would probably still sit and wait. Because the trick with dragon riding is if you aim directly upwards and time it properly with your surge forward, you can get really high. So, I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't have a problem with it anywhere, honestly. And it's really easy to glide if you angle it properly, too. Dragon riding is one of my favorite exploration mechanics, along with the paraglider from modern Zelda. Yes, exactly. Same. I'm so hyped. I can't wait for it to become a reality. And supposedly it'll be locked to level 30, which means that as soon as you get flying, when you're leveling, you should be able to dragon ride. Which will be great, because that's going to change the face of leveling. I did not want my wings. Forever. Ah, I'm so excited. Yes. Now if they could just bring back Threads of Fate. There we go. Here we go. In we go. Please give me Verdant Wilds. Excellent. Now please give me the quest. I enjoy stuff that makes traversing environments fun and interactive. Same. I am the same way. If I'm just kind of mindlessly going from A to B, I don't enjoy it. I want to interact. I want to feel the world around me. You know what I mean? I want that immersion. And dragon riding gives that. I really enjoy it. You can also use the fly up while pointing up quickly to boost high and reach max speed too. You can! It's a nice little trick. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for the follow, Thornley. Welcome, glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I have a question about your character, if you don't mind. Did Vrykul teach him about the light, or did he learn it and become a paladin later? He learned it later from the girl he ends up hooking up with. in this case, this happened in a couple different timelines. I've RP'd him with a couple different people, but with Canary, it was her main character Juliana who was already, she was a priest at the time, wanted to become a paladin, and then taught him about the light. And with Silver here, it's her character Saria who taught him about it because she was already a paladin. So in both scenarios, he was taught by his love interest. He's a very loose paladin, though. He's not a super, not like a super hardcore paladin, if you will. Not like a, I'm a crusader. Dur, 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 dur. Yeah. Very, very loose paladin. Honestly, if I could make him like a Frost DK and keep the playstyle and all of the abilities of Paladin, I probably would. But alas. Thank you, Dia Welsh, for the follow. Welcome, glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. He isn't running around shouting by the holy light. Pretty much. Exactly. Did the Pandaland bosses 3 times last night, then ran Siege of Orgrimmar, just Garrosh. So handy with the skip. Is it? I haven't used the skip yet myself. I'm not on the phase where I'm wanting to do farm raids just yet. Anyway, only managed to get the Son of Galleon mount after 216 plus attempts. Nice, congrats, Hassam Chris! Yay! Always a happy day when you can get one of those mounts checked off, man. So congrats! The Son of Galleon's cute too. It's the little Mushan mounts. They're pretty adorable. They run so weird, but they're cute. Silver, are you seeing any druids? Like, I am not seeing any druids on these islands, on Verdant Wilds. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting lied to again. Yeah, I haven't seen any. Wowhead's like, oh, Verdant Wilds is up again with the druids. So I'm like, okay, I'll go farm. I don't see druids. Seeing everything but, and if they ain't here, I ain't gonna get the quest. It's killing me. I'm digging into the comments on Wowhead. I think he mean specifically druids of the claw, not primal druids. Is it? Cause like, I mean, I haven't even seen the primal druids. I haven't seen druid at all. Like, there's nothing here, druid-wise. Huh. That's really annoying. Well, either way, I can use the doubloons. Still, though. Yeah, because that sounds right. I think you're probably right. It is Druid of the Claw. But still, I haven't even seen the Primal Druids. Like, nothing. Have you seen any Primal Druids, Silver? No? Okay. I didn't think so. I don't know what's going on, guys. Bad RNG, I guess. Ooh, albino dreadfang. Cool. Yeah, someone said that the primal druids are actually furbolgs and not druids. Really? I do see a lot of furbolgs. That would make sense. I'm being lied to. Not by you, just the game. Well, that's okay. We'll just continue doing some more until we're good here. Are you able to buy something, Silver? Go see if you can buy something and get them out. You got the fish? What fish? Fish pet? Oh! Oh, you got the floppy fish offhand. I'm jealous. I don't have that either. Oh man. Congrats. That's awesome. Did I get it? 2-hand mace. Fist weapon. No. I don't have that one either. Boo. That's okay. Like Druid of the Flame? I love Druid of the Flame. I have a Druid of the Flame character. I am so hyped for that new, set that's coming. Super excited. Did you get anything out of the chest? What'd you get? What'd you get? Got the Avenger! Nice! Congrats! Let's see it. Let's see it. At least one of us need to get something out of this. I mean, I got the Ice Tusk. That's nice. Congrats! Look at that pretty boy. And just think, whenever they release dragon riding for all the other zones and stuff, it'll, Aw, look at the ghostly whelp. Oh, it's so cute. I'm so far behind on Island Expedition mounts and pets. There's definitely a lot to it. Oh, let me stretch here. Oh boy. Oh, stretchy. Oh yeah. There's a lot to it. I do enjoy islands, though. I do enjoy them. I don't like the RNG that's tied to them, but I do enjoy them. Grats only mount I wanted from the expedition. It's too lazy to farm them, though. It's okay. I totally get it. It's definitely a good time to farm them, though, if you want it. They're really easy right now if you have a level 70 that has good, like, AoE. I mean, it's pretty nice. Okay. Let's do this. Excellent. What is this one? Whispering Reef. I wish you could just leave these without getting a deserter timer. I've tried it. It's not really a deserter timer. It just won't let you queue for another like 8 or 10 minutes or whatever it is. I would like to just farm the Verdant Wilds. It probably is only Druids of the Claw, but you know. DH Night Elf perfect, but again, doing it solo is very boring. That's true. It's definitely more fun with friends, but I think this is kind of anything in this game. Blush just got home from work, 9:45 p.m. here, and I ordered Chinese, but the curry has mushrooms in. Luckily, they're big enough to take out. Oh, you don't like mushrooms? That's the best part. That's like the first thing I eat. I'd eat them out for you if I could. I love mushrooms. Nom nom nom. Tasty. Give me some of that fungus. I know. You either love them or hate them. That's just kind of how it is with stuff like that. Mushrooms. That's okay. My lovely love doesn't like mushrooms either, and it makes me so sad. What? Really? He doesn't? Oh. Boo. That's like the best stuff to go on pizza, too. Mushrooms. I want pizza. That fungus among us, that's how we end up in The Last of Us. You're not wrong. I mean, maybe I'm already there. I don't know. I mean, join me. Join me. You know you want to. So much is open to interpretation in that sentence just then. Oh, is it? Oh no. I'm sorry. I used to work in a kitchen and actually had to go home sick because they were cooking a buttload of mushrooms. Oh, really? Oh, no. That's not good. I mean, if they make you sick, definitely don't eat it. I'm kind of that way with shrimp. They don't necessarily make me sick, but they do burn. Specifically the prawns, like the bay shrimp don't. Oh, it's the smell. Really? Huh. Well, I can see it though. They do have a little bit of a musty, well, fungal smell. I get it. I get it. My wife is the same with egg. Egg? Really? Huh. Well, we've all got our quirks. So you're going that way, so let's go this way. The burning is how you know they're good. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they make it's not like a bad burn, but prawns will make my lips and my throat burn a little bit. Same with apples. They give me bad heartburn too. Any kind of apple, doesn't matter. Just apples. I don't get that with, like, I don't get that with beans or chili or like, tomato. Things with acid in them. Doesn't bother me. Sounds like you're allergic to them. Very minorly. My grandpa has a very minor shellfish allergy, so I probably have a super minor version of that. It doesn't do anything beyond a very slight burn. But, and it's just prawns, specifically. Bay shrimp, fine. It's so weird. Sounds like a mild allergy to me. Yeah, it probably is. More than likely. Very, very mild, though. Nothing to be concerned about, which is nice. I went to school with a friend when I was in middle school who was allergic to strawberries and peanuts. I got another unscarred black scale. That's the third one. The third one in my bank, not even the third one on this character. Because I did an entire video on that quest item predicting Dragonflight way back in BFA. I guess technically I released it in Shadowlands, but it was the same thing. I don't want that one. Oh well. Well, I could probably buy things now. I have a 321. What do we got? Keep an eye on that. Food allergies can suddenly get worse, develop spontaneously when you have one already. For sure. Luckily, it's kind of only, like, eased up as I've gotten older, which is pretty nice. Okay. I got the pet. Let's see, I need the gnarlwood and the cranky crab. So we'll get the gnarlwood. Toy. And then, is that really it? Do I have this already? Lyric Song of the Sea? I'll probably buy that. I'm running out of things to spend doubloons on. Uh-oh. That's okay. I'm the same with raw pineapple. Cooked pineapple is fine, though. Yeah, pineapple doesn't really bother me in terms of, like, allergy type stuff. I just can't stand the taste of it. It tastes like batteries. But we talked about that yesterday. Kind of funny. I tend to get severe gut ache when I eat apples. Massive trapped wind. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, I don't get that. It just gives me heartburn. Borealis is so nice. Borealis is nice. It's one of my favorite cities in the game, right next to, like, Suramar. Love those cities. Did you just say batteries? I did. We had a whole discussion about this yesterday in stream. When I was a kid, I don't know if you still can with batteries they make today, but when I was a kid, I was informed by my mother that you could lick a battery, and if it tingles, it's got a charge in it. That's how I used to change out the batteries for my Game Boy Color as a kid. I would lick it. Not recommended, but, you know. Ham and pineapple on pizza is the best. End of discussion. Yes. Alright. Well, we've got Verdant Wilds again. And if the case is that the Furbolg are the wrong druids, and those are the quote-unquote druids that we're seeing, even though they don't say they're druids, then Wowhead needs to frickin' rephrase their stuff, because they're psyching people out. Because boo. Here we go. But yeah, you can lick a battery and take its charge. They were usually like AA, but 9 volts will give you a good zing. That's okay. Alright. Well, this will be our last Verdant Wild here. And then I'm probably just gonna call this good until I see Druids of the Claw, because I think you're right on that. I feel like that feels correct. Because I'm not getting it. And I'm wasting time here if I'm farming the wrong thing. The thought of licking a 9-volt gives me heartburn. It's not super bad, it's just a bit of like a tingle. It's not like anything crazy, but still though. Yeah. But it does. That's like the taste, if you've ever licked a battery and tasted that slightly acidic flavor from the metal, and probably the battery acid too, even though I don't like battery acid, it's very bad for you. That's what makes me think of pineapple. That's what pineapple tastes like to me. It's probably the bromelain or whatever it's called in it. I did this too, just for fun. Yes. Yeah, once Druid of the Claw is up, you'll see them all over the island. That's what I thought, because I have not seen any druids. I'm getting juked here. That's okay. I've never liked a battery, but I have put my hands on the mains lighting cables without turning off the power first. Oh no, my arm was numb for a few minutes after. Also, we in the UK use 240 volt power, so it kind of hurt. I can imagine what happens. You're lucky it didn't stop your heart. Means you're good and healthy then, if that's the case. Man. Alright. I think that's enough islands for one day. And we are at the end of stream. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to have to settle with. It's not just druids, it's Druids of the Claw specifically, because these fake primal druids definitely ain't doing it. So, I'm going to overfarm on doubloons and I'll have nothing to spend it on. But anyway, thank you so much everyone. Or restarted their heart. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you so much everyone for being here. I'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, every day, well, not every day, but every 5 days a week. There we go. Here's my schedule for my normal time. If you'd like to see it, check it out. That way you see it in your time zone, because Twitch will switch it for you. Convert it, rather. Anyway, you're very welcome for stream. Happy to have you all here. Love all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. So, bye-bye!